evening, everybody, and welcome to the APAT show. Lee, we've got some satellite action taking place on Sky Poker, have we not?
Yeah, we certainly have. First proper APAT show of the season. It's great to be back. We had a bit of a chat with you all this time last Sunday, but yeah, we've got some action because we've got tournaments up and running on Sky Poker now. First ones ran on Friday night, and Vertigo was the player that picked up a 140 Players' Choice seat. A real, good value for that one. I think there was only 7 runners in that on Friday night, but it was the first one. We didn't really kind of shout about it that much and get it up and running. So that was there. But yeah, we've got another APAT Players' Choice that's been running since about 9 o'clock, I think it is, or maybe a little bit late. 9 o'clock. So that's got 9 entries in it so far. Currently 7 players going. It needs about 15 to hit the guarantee, and we will be giving away a £140 APAT Players' Choice seat tonight for sure, at least one, depending on how many runners we get in there. You've got about another 30 minutes of late reg if you want to get involved in that. You can find it under the UK and Ireland tournament tab on Sky Poker. So whether you're on the web browser or you're on the Windows download, or you're on a mobile device, if you go into there, you'll see it pretty much at the top, or in the search, just type in APAT. And that'll bring up the APAT events to make it even easier for you. We've also got that's just started a satellite for next weekend's online main event. So that is their £40 entry. So there's an £8.80 satellite for that. 5 players already going strong in that one. So hopefully we'll get a few tickets up. You win a ticket, and then you can use it for any of the live the online day ones next weekend. So there's a Friday night, Saturday night, and then kind of a Sunday early evening turbo before the day 2 on the Sunday. So you can use it for whichever one you want. You'll win a ticket if you win that one. Great way of getting some of those 40 quid tickets up together to use for APAT events throughout the season. As I say, we've already got the online schedule out there, which has got I think we put 7 dates in so far. There are going to be some more to come after sort of November time, but they're the 7 ones where you've got a chance to win yourself a Vegas 27 invite to the live final as well. So we wanted to get those dates out so you all knew what you were going for, because that is going to be a huge thing. And obviously this weekend we've had our second person pick up their invite for a win in Dublin. We'll talk about that in a little while. But these online main events, £40 buy-ins, great structure, great tournament. But that's probably going to be the best way to get to that Vegas live final. Okay, you can go and play one of the main events live, and you might have to get through 200, 300, 400. Crikey, if you're in Malta or Ash, it might be 600 or 700 runners, to be honest. From the comfort of your home, and you can have a number of bullets at it as well. So it's best stack through. So you'll get those 3-day ones. You can have a go. So if you're free on the Friday night or the Saturday night, great, have a go at that, and you'll be ready for the day 2. If you can only make the Sunday, well, it's a turbo straight through, so pretty much you'll play your day 1 and pretty much go straight through into the day 2 on the Sunday night. So get involved if you want that. 3 players left in that already lost. Licky Nemo has already bust from that one. Licky Nemo is also in this Players' Choice stat as well. So still 9 entries in total, 7 remaining, and you've got about 25 minutes of late reg for this one if you want to.
Fantastic, Lee. So Tris is out there. Hello to you, Tris. Good evening, my friend. If you're out there, do let us know in the chat box. We're open to discussing almost anything tonight, Lee, I'd have thought. But maybe we should start with Dublin. The week of the Irish Open, and what a week it's been. Are you there, my friend? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Was I didn't know whether that was a question or whether...
I was throwing it over to you.
I didn't know whether that was a question or you were about to blitz straight into some video montage.
There's so much content.
No, I'll be honest. I'm absolutely gutted. I couldn't get over there this year. Been there the last couple of years. Absolutely. It's a superb festival, and Tom's over there and looked after the APAT guys superbly. And we had a winner, Colin Fox. did the win. And there's to say, I know we'll play it in a little bit, but there's a really good interview with him in the tower, and he seemed a really nice guy, absolutely chuffed to bits, and a great photo of him kind of pointing at the Vegas 27 banner, and like the fact he's going to do that. That obviously he's I think he's a local guy, so he's going to Dublin, so he's going to be no problem for getting over to Manchester for the Vegas 27 final later on in the year. See if he can bag himself an even bigger win. He said, from what I gathered, he's played quite a bit, but actually this was his first real big win, and nice place to do it, isn't it? Is there a better place to do it than the Irish Poker Open? And
no. What a venue, and sit at the big table there for your picture is very, very nice indeed. Had a look at his Hendon Mob, so not a huge winner by any means, but he's had a number of cashes, all in that €100 to €200 kind of price point. So I would say he's very much the typical APAT sort of rec style player. He's got one or two Vegas flags on there, so he's traveled around a bit. But it sounds to me as if from him this was his kind of first big breakthrough. I think he's had a little break from poker. He's back now, and obviously, has performed very. He came into day two very short. I'm going to play this little interview with the Tower. You get a sense of the story from his perspective.
The champ, Colin Fox. How does that sound?
Fantastic.
Unbelievable. First ever win. Big win.
First big win live, yeah. Came into the day with 3 big blinds.
I know. And then you're to miracle.
Miracle after miracle after miracle after miracle.
Some events and some competitions, you just need that little bit of luck.
Absolutely, yeah, of course. And I had an abundance of it.
Yeah,
so I'm very grateful.
You got to put yourself in those situations to be in a spot where sometimes the cards are on the back, you're behind. Exactly. Sometimes you're not, you're in front, you get unlucky. We're taking the fortune this time.
Yeah. Went for it all, and we got it all today.
Yeah, that smile just is fantastic.
Beaming.
I can tell it means a lot.
It means it does. I actually wasn't going to play, and this guy talked me into it. He told me to come down. He said you have to go in and play that.
I hope there's a pint for him.
No, there's at least a pint. Yeah, we'll take good care of him.
Does this win mean we see a little bit more of you? Do you start to put it towards a little bit of a bankroll?
Well, I've been playing a lot of poker.
Yeah.
I've been having a little break at the minute. So this is my return.
Fantastic.
So I don't know what that means, but I feel good.
I love it.
I feel like I'm playing good.
You're going to need a new spot on the mantelpiece for the trophy as well, which is always good.
Yeah. I'll have to. There's none there yet, so it's good to start a collection.
First one. Now, looking at the database, it's starting to build up nicely.
That's it. Absolutely delighted.
Absolutely brilliant. Colin, many congratulations. APAT champ, top man.
Very nice. Colin Fox, APAT Ireland champion. Seems like a decent bloke, Lee.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, and had a brief chat with Tom, who's over there, and said really super happy with the winner. Really good final table. Lots of good characters, and everyone seemed to thoroughly enjoy themselves. And decent, cracking 300 plus runners in that. And there's so much to play and choose from when you're over there. So to get 300 plus sat down and playing on Friday was superb. Played right down to about 28, I think, on before they came back for a day two. So a little bit longer day one than normal, just to fit into the way that the festival structure works. Got to be appreciative of what the guys are doing over there. But say so nice to see some names and plenty of faces that we recognise playing the event. And super successful. And he is our second one on the list for the invite to the Vegas 27 final, which is super.
That's right. Two done. And Lee, Dublin, the APAT Irish Open, the Irish Open Festival rather, isn't necessarily just about the APAT event. Lots of APATers go over. We've seen plenty of them cash over the years, do extremely well. Just before we went live, we learned of a trophy coming to a very popular APATer. Tell me about one Chris Bean.
Yeah, so pleased for Chris. Absolute result for him. He was playing the 8-game championship and came into day two, I think, with third in chips, and just had an absolute blitz of a day two, and ended up with over I think 12,000 or the 10,000 euros plus the trophy. I think they might have done a deal at the end there, but absolutely super pleased. I did drop him a message just to wish him congratulations. He said just had the best time ever. He said it beats blogging. For sure, yeah, absolutely had the best time ever, and hopefully, he'll with 10,000 euros in his back pocket, that will he'll enjoy the rest of his time in Dublin. But yeah, couldn't be happier for Chris. He's been on the show a number of times, and a super supporter of APAT and everything that we do. And I've got a funny feeling the next episode of the Bad Poker podcast with him and Dom might be quite a lively one. They may be recording something in Dublin, you never know, but I'm sure it'll be quite lively, that's for sure.
Oh, fantastic. And, that's the place to go to get the absolute scoop on Chris's Irish adventure, of course, but I'm sure we'll get Chris on the APAT show in the coming weeks to get a lowdown on his experience and, what a great few days he must have had. Lee, now, it wasn't all good. It wasn't all good for APATers in Dublin. You and I got a bit of a kicking from one Mr. Tom Brady, APAT Irish, host.
Correspondent.
Let's see what he had to say to the tower, shall we?
How are you?
I'm well.
Lovely to see you.
But I'm back here.
We are stood at the start of the APAT tournaments.
Yep,
fantastic. How many years have you been associated and done events around?
No, we weren't here last year. We were here the year before.
Yeah.
We took a break last year, but it is great to be back, mate.
Absolutely, it certainly is.
And it's perfect for us because all our players playing here, and it ties into all the mixed games, which they love as well.
There are so many mixed games this year.
There are. That's great. And that really suits our guys. So this time frame for us, Friday, Saturday, leading into all them mixed games is just perfect.
Yeah. All the team here?
No, just me.
Just no way. They can't leave it to just help. We need help.
Des and Lee are on holidays, obviously.
Really?
Permanent holidays.
Can't believe it.
Clearly permanent holidays.
I thought they'd have been into this fair city. I thought they'd have been sat at the tables.
I know, mate.
Lee cashed in the main event last year.
Yeah, Lee cashes and everything, mate.
It's just like... Yeah. But it doesn't work.
What doesn't work? No, Lee doesn't work.
No, Lee doesn't work. No.
Oh, he does. He works hard. Lee's the backbone of it all, mate.
He is indeed. I like his little videos. I like his live stuff with Des when they do it on the Facebook and all. I love that kind of stuff. Really
no, they're very good at it, mate. Very good.
Numbers this year. What's the expectations for the APATers?
I 300 to 400, mate. I would hope all in.
Yeah.
So we've got late reds about 7 o'clock-ish or so. Yeah. And then back tomorrow.
Rest of the year, where do we go? What do we do?
Oh, we're all around the UK. We're at 10 different Grosvenor venues.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we're in Malta twice.
Oh.
Yeah, we've got our European Championships in Ash at the end of April.
Okay.
Got an international team event there as well.
Wow.
We've got our World Championships.
Where's that, Ash?
Ash, it's on the German-Czech border. Something like Rosvedov, where you fly into Prague and then you got to go towards Germany.
That's a long way away for a team event for us to get one together.
It is. Well, international team. Who would you play for, mate?
I'd be in Coy's team. I would. I'd be in Coy's team because he can play. He can play the game.
Oh, that would do. But yeah, and then our World Championships at the beginning of August at Manchester, Burnie Road, mate.
Right, okay.
Burnie Road.
Well, if you're short of team members for the team event, just send me a message. And I'll try and flick into one of them, whatever it is.
All right, you're too busy. You're too busy, man.
If I'm free, if I'm available, we will be there. Do you do places like Vegas or anything like that?
No, we've got to meet up in Vegas this year because we're celebrating 20 years of APAT, mate.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so we got a Lee's out there for that with myself. So we're out end of June, cover over the main event. We've got a few people in the main event, so yeah.
Can you just do us one favour?
That depends.
Just let us know where the party is.
Yes. Let you know, my friend.
I'll
let you know.
Always a pleasure, Tom. Absolute pleasure.
You.
20 years of APAT and we're doing it at the Irish Open.
Indeed. Really... Best place to be, mate.
Absolutely.
Best tournament in the world.
Tom, man.
Oh, that is absolutely brilliant. I think the tower looked after us in the end, Lee. I think he put in a decent word for us.
Yeah, absolutely. I know Tom always says he hates doing those things in front of camera, but he's very good and comes across really well. So yeah, really good good content from the guys. And say it was a good little bit of updates and reporting from the team over there as well. Yes. So do go and check out the Irish Open website for all of the kind of the tournament reporting there, because there is loads more to go. I mean, there's plenty of players that are only kind of head over this weekend and are there for the week. Some are heading out midweek. I think the ladies event is Wednesday or Thursday this week. So, and then obviously it really starts cranking up with those main event day ones, with what is going to be just a huge main event final number. Will they beat last year's prize pool? We will wait and see. But yeah, it's going to be super, and everyone that's over there will thoroughly enjoy themselves.
You bet. It will be a good couple of days, I'm sure. Just into the chat box, so obviously Tris is in there. He's been joined by one Dan Williams. Evening, gents. Evening to you, Dan. Dan goes on to say, if only the Worlds were really at the end of August, Tom had my hopes up. Sorry about that, Dan. I know it's holidays.
It is a frustrating thing, and I kind of always I could keep apologizing and saying sorry that we couldn't get things confirmed, but it was as simple as that. And the minute we knew it probably wasn't going to be the end of August, we did kind of put that out there just to say, look, that's the situation. Really difficult one for us. Unfortunately, we were unable to get to Dusseldorf this year. And then when we looked at the other venue options for us, it meant we really couldn't do that late August bank holiday, because a lot of those venues already had big events on. So the only real option for us to make sure that we could have a venue that would be able to cope and give us the resources to put on a good Worlds was to just have to move it back a couple of weeks to early August. Which, yes, for those that had booked holidays thinking it was going to be the other way round, yeah, really sorry, but that is just the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, the weight fell this year. Kai is out there as well. Good to see you, Kai. Good to hear from you. More to the point, he says 20 years of APAT, incredible achievement, lads. Congratulations. Thanks. Kai's gone remarkably quickly.
Yeah, it does feel like it's flown by. It doesn't feel like 20 years ago, Des, where I first met you in Luton on the night of the day one of the Europeans, I think, season 1. And first time I ever met you, and I did that trip up from Southampton up to Luton, made day 2. But you said, "Where are you staying? Where are you staying tonight?" I said, "Well, I'm going back home." I wasn't, I didn't plan on making a day 2, so I hadn't booked a hotel or anything. I mean, like that back in the very naive days of poker, wasn't it? Back then. But that doesn't feel like 20 years ago, and so much has gone on since then. And I'm really pleased with what we put out there schedule wise.
Yes.
For this 20th year. The live events are just phenomenal. Be prepared. You're not going to see all 3 of us at every single event this year. So if you're wanting any, autographs and things like that signed, just double check whether we're going to be there, because we might well not be. But yeah, we've made, try to make sure that pretty much everyone will be able to get someone. Of course, every single one of those live events has got that opportunity of getting through to that Vegas final, and I'm really pleased. So pleased that we're with Sky this year. I've felt like APAT and Sky have had an affinity together for a long time around kind of recreational players and putting on good quality events, and obviously TK was with Sky for such a long time, and obviously his links with APAT from the early years. It feels really, really good, and I'm really pleased that we've got that schedule out nice and early, locked in. What weekends, and I know plenty of people have said to me, I've got got those dates in my calendar now. I know when the main events are, because I'm definitely going to have a go at those medal events online, plus the chance of the Vegas seat in November to go and win that. So well worth playing. So really, really looking forward to it. And say platform's really, really cool. Nice and stable. So we're watching here via the web browser version, which is super slick. Really, really neat for playing on. If you haven't got a Windows laptop or PC to download and want to play on a Mac or whatever, you can just play through the browser, which is pretty cool. So that's it's nice and stable, which is good to see. We've got 6 players left in this satellite. You have got 10 minutes left if you want to get in for a sneaky bit of value, because we've currently got 9 entries in total. So that means we're going to have a little bit of value in this because it needed 15 to get to the seat. We will be the winner will be picking up a 140 seat. That is for sure. They are guaranteed. So if you want to get involved in this, you have got just under 10 minutes. In the other satellite, they're heads up in that because there was 4 runners in that, and there still were 4 runners, but 2 have already bust. So it's currently Colin McRae versus VL09 Hog are currently heads up at the moment in that one. Again, that's not quite hit the £40 guarantee, but again, the winner's going to pick up a £40 ticket for next weekend's main event. If you want to say jump into that, that's the sort of satellite I'd be jumping. There's 2 of them left, Des. I'd be thinking, do you know what? Yeah. So let's see. So Colin's got 12,000 chips. VL09 Hog has got 8,000 chips. I think you start with 5. Yeah, I'd fancy my chances jumping in there with 2 of them left with 5k versus 8 and 12. One double up and I'm chip leader. You know, I'd be fancying that. It's good time in the satellites. I like this time in the satellite.
It seems to me, Lee, and you know, obviously we want to promote Sky Poker. They're our new partner, naturally, but it does seem to me that over the last week or two, when we've been looking at the lobby and stuff like that, there's a hell of a lot of good value.
Well, do you want the best value of the night?
Yeah.
It's still got late reg for another hour and a bit yet, but the Sunday Major, £8,000 guarantee on this. It's £100 buy-in. It's currently got 57 entries with 38 remaining. It overlaid last week. Now I popped it up earlier on today with a couple of entries. They run satellites, so they run a like a £22 like semi-final into it. If you've raked 20 points in the previous 24 hours, they run a 3-seat free roll on a Sunday night for it. So it's worth just going and playing a little bit and getting to play that. So they put 300 quid's worth of seats up, three seats into this on a Sunday night as well. It's a cracking tournament. It's restricted to UK and Ireland only players. I think it is open to a couple of the other brands as well they all work together on the network. So a couple of the other Flutter brands and then one other one, which players may have played on last year with APAT. And so they can all play that, but still 57 entries. So it needs about 90 to hit the guarantee. Say it didn't meet the guarantee last week. So there's some really good value in here, but not just that. It's decent, decent play. Not just like, everybody is shoving left, right, and center. You get some good quality poker played in here. But the winner of that is going to pick up nearly $3,000 tonight for £100 buy-in. Pretty cool. And obviously the Vegas package was already running. That's the day 2, so there's no direct buy-ins to the day 2. But that is ridiculously cheap. So they guarantee 2 £3,500 packages every other week. And the day 1s are a £5, Des.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So you build your stack up, so you can play as many as you like and build your stack up. But basically, they're a £5. So a chance of getting to I'm the only place you'll get a cheaper way of getting to Vegas will be poker raffles in a few weeks' time. But other than that, you can't go far wrong. And that our draw in a couple of weeks' time is us done for the year. Whereas these guys at Sky will have these satellites running for the next month or two. And I've been out there with Sky and one package somebody else before, and properly they look after you. So I think they're putting them up in Planet Hollywood this year. They sort out all your expenses and stuff covered. They put on like a welcome party and throw another players party as well during the trip. So but other than that, you're pretty much then left to your own device, because you kind of build a bond of those of you that are on that trip, and kind of they're people that you're in contact with for years to come. It's a good one, to say the least. We've had one more player jump into this. Actually, it could be might have been a rebuy. VL09 Hog, who's playing heads up in the other one, is actually playing this as well. So we're up to 10 entries now, which means it's jumped to 2 tables. I'll I will go and open up the other table whilst we're players on a break, because it is 5 to the hour. That's one thing that doesn't change. Doesn't matter who we're
5 to the hour.
Who we're partnered with. 5 to the hour, and everybody has a break. I've tried to get that built into my clients with work to say, like, right, virtual meetings, they're great and all that, but actually 5 to the hour, we're having a break.
We're done.
Yeah, best way to be.
Done. Lee, chat box. Dan says, with sad eyes, tears, all of that sort of stuff. He says, I'm replacing the worlds with Walsall. Oh, the joys. Actually, he's smiling. And who wouldn't smile at a trip to Walsall, right? But he does
I'll be honest with you. Walsall will be great. That's
we've had some great games.
So we've got so basically we've got so Newcastle is the next live event, and then Walsall's the week after. I want to say it's the weekend of the 10th and then weekend of the 17th. But I mean, they're the ones. I think those what we were going to call them regional at one point. Then we took that way and said, no, they're not really regional, because they are just, it's just we're doing a lot more in the UK, and we didn't. So we just they're our national championship events, and those ones like the Walsalls, the Newcastles, the Blackpools. I think they're going to be a cracking weekend with a chance of getting to that Vegas final. I really do. They will be super events to play, whether you play, say they're pretty much all structured with a day 1A on the Friday night, day 1B on the Saturday afternoon, and then back for day 2 in the money on the Sunday. If I could play though, I'd love to play those, because I think they're really good. And of course, if you're in the Midlands, you're going to have Walsall, you're going to have Birmingham, you're going to have Coventry. I mean, arguably Reading's not too far to get to, is it? Really, you can pretty much do that. If you're up in the northwest, you're going to have Blackpool, and obviously we've got the Worlds at Manchester, we've got the Vegas final in Manchester. If you're up in the northeast and sort of Scotland, you can do Newcastle. We're in Glasgow and Edinburgh this year, so plenty. Really, the only place that misses out is where Tom and I are, down in the southwest. There is no poker down here, Des. They don't. We're lucky to get electricity, to be honest. It's it's not great, but there never has been really down this way. We struggled. We desperately tried to get back into Wales again this year, because I know how much everybody loves a trip across the Severn Bridge, but no could do. We couldn't make that happen, unfortunately. So there's nothing really kind of Wales in the southwest this year. But if you're in South Wales, it's not too difficult to get up to the likes of Walsall and Coventry and Birmingham to play some of those events if you want to, or you could just go crazy, go further afield, and go to Reading. And give that a whirl. But so much to choose from this year. It's super cool. Really looking forward to catching up with everybody at as many events we can get to. But they're coming thick and fast. So it's Newcastle and Walsall coming up, and then it's Ash for the Europeans, and the following week it's Malta, and before you know it, Tom and I are going to be on a plane to Vegas. It's for the summer. It's quite quick. And apparently we're now organising a party for the Tower. Who knew that was happening? That's fair enough. But all is good. 20 odd seconds left on this break. Still only 10 regged, and still just the 2 playing heads up. With 1 minute of late reg in that in the online main event sat. So if you want to jump into that and ruin their heads up battle, you've got about a minute to do that if you want to get involved in that.
Fantastic. Look, thank you, Lee, for taking the brunt of that last few minutes. I've just shared the link onto the Facebook group. We're, of course, streaming into the APAT Show page. And the reason I did that was one Mr. 40 joined us and said, "Hey, Lee and Des, just found the stream." But
didn't get my note. Where's my notification? Where's my notification?
Didn't have it.
I know what he's...
But it's on there now.
Steve is a demanding viewer. He's really a good viewer.
He wasn't viewing, Lee. He wasn't viewing.
Queens versus 5s. Sharkles with the 5s, and the 5 on the flop means it's going to be a double up. Big old double up. 65 bigs in the middle there, and ship 593 gets their queens busted. Unfortunately, that's the trouble with these satellites. You just got to, well, especially when you're playing on 6-handed tables. Any pair really, and you're getting your chips in the middle, aren't you? Really.
Absolutely. Just back into the chat box. So Dan goes on to say, placing the worlds with Walsall. Oh, the joy! But he does go on to say, we'll still try and make the final weekend of the Worlds. Go for another one and done. Seems to have worked well from over the last couple of seasons, Lee. Good strategy, and it would be great to see you there, Dan. Of course, Colin, who we've seen on a table here, is in the chat box. Evening to you, Colin. Dave Amos is there, Lee. World's new dates clash with my annual pilgrimage to Edinburgh. See you in Walsall, I guess. It looks like Walsall's going to be the beneficiary of some of the WCOAP.
It's been a while, and it's been a while since we've been to. It has been a while since we've been to Walsall. Walsall, the
home of the Running Man.
The home of the 5-card Omaha Running Man when there wasn't 5-card Omaha. It's the home of Scouse getting banned for celebrating a Liverpool goal. It's the home of Tighty throwing my laptop across the poker room.
There were some amazing. It's the home of. Do you remember the drunk Bristol woman? There was so much good stuff happening.
I didn't want to mention the names.
I'm not going to mention any names. No names. Right? No names.
No, definitely not.
Danny is out there, Lee. Danny Strange. He says, hi, guys. Congratulations on the 20 years. Thank you, Danny. Anyone coming out to the Czech Republic? Anyone been? Is the hotel actually attached to the casino? The hotel is new, right? It's brand new.
Yeah, so the hotel is new, and it is pretty much, my understanding is I'm going to say next door rather than necessarily attached, but it is right bang close. I mean, there are a few other hotel options that aren't too far away. I think the trickiest thing with Ash for those that aren't locals is the flying in and then the getting there from the airport, the nearest airport you can get to get there, which I think the recommendation is the best thing you can do is group up and hire a car for the trip, and then just pick a designated driver and do it that way, because sometimes the public transport options aren't the easiest as well. But Tom will pop all necessary details up. But yeah, my understanding of the hotel is that it is pretty much next door. I think I've still got a room reserved, even though unfortunately I'm no longer able to make that trip. But yeah, it's pretty, and it's pretty much comfort for the hotel point of view. Just a perfect location for the venue, and they will put on a ridiculous festival. I mean, we're so pleased to be giving Sandro and the team, the Europeans. They've been so supportive of us for a long time, and we love everything that they do. And every time they've come over for the Worlds and things, it's just been great to catch up with the guys. And what they put on there, the buffets. Oh, Des, you've seen the pictures of the buffets. I mean, honestly, it's enough. I mean, forget the poker, but I mean, Tom is going to be he's going to be in his element out there for So really looking forward to that. And I know there's plenty of guys that are going out, and a huge thank you to all of those that are supporting the team event and going out and playing the international team event out there as well. Really appreciate and you all will have just an incredible time out in Ash. It will be a great. Reminds me a little bit, Des, of the very first Vienna trip.
Oh, don't say that, Lee. That I've been.
Do you know what I mean? Is that vibe of like it's they're always the good ones. I did a trip with a lot of the Gotham guys out to Spa for an event out there at Belgium, and that again it's just great. There's something about when you're all traveling together and you're doing the journey out and the journey back together, as well as being at an event. It's got a really good vibe and a good feel about it. And that's why I'm kind of really looking forward to Vegas this summer, because I'm on. Tom's on the same flight with me, so pretty much the trip starts from meeting at the airport and then and kind of getting on with that. I mean, I don't think we're in the same chauffeur-driven car. I think we've got one each. I think, unless he's picking me up on the way through, I'll have to double check that. He might be helicoptering in from Plymouth to get to Heathrow. To be honest,
I think it's highly likely. Lee. Highly likely. Going back into the chat box, Danny does go on to say, Lee, you still owe the tower a couple of drinks. I think he's saying that to Kai. So, that wouldn't surprise me, I have to say.
The tower's probably, to be honest, the tower still owes me a meal out. For putting him up the other year when he was struggling for some accommodation in Dublin. To be honest,
Hold on.
I last saw him as I was checking out at 4 a.m. to get my flight home. He was just having a bit of a sleep in and was then going to go and use the spa before he checked out.
Oh, brilliant! You got to love the tower, though. You got to love Phil.
Yeah.
Do
you know what? Yeah. Do you know what? He's out there. I've already got his Vegas dates. I know when he's going to be out there, and he will have a good long. It's a bit of a downtime for the streaming guys. That kind of Vegas period. So yeah, they go out there and pretty much let their hair down and have a really good time out in Vegas for as long as they can get away with.
We have to get him on this, Lee. So if he has a spare Sunday night or whatever, we've got to get him.
Yeah,
on
well, I'll have a chat with him. We'll get him. We'll get him on the show, right? for a chat. Yeah,
we'll
absolutely.
have a bit of a laugh. Talking about
well, before you do that, can I just say amazing because Colin has won the heads up and has picked up the ticket for next weekend. So congratulations to you,
nice.
Colin. Turned £8.80. There was a £1 satellite into the 880, so he might have even done it cheaper than that. But at the very least, he's done 880 and picked up a £40 ticket tonight. So congratulations to you, Colin. You've definitely going to be in the main event next weekend. So well done to you.
Oh, fantastic. Lee, the Oracle has arrived into the chat box, as was always inevitable that he would. And he says, did you see that Chris Bean has won the 8th game at the Irish Open? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We did about that a wee while ago. We did. An incredible result, Lee. I mean, we've got a lot of people in the chat box now compared to where we were an hour ago.
Should we redo the show from the start?
The full 45 minutes.
We'll just redo the show from the start. Not a problem whatsoever. Hang on, let me just get my script back a couple of pages. Right, here we go. Right, let's go. Right. And this time I'll see if I can hit those one-liners. Yeah, that'd be fine.
Fantastic. Keeping on going. We did see, of course, his result. Of course, Stefan is out there. Greetings from Dublin. ECOAP will be a blast. It certainly will, Stefan. Cannot wait for that. Mr. 40 says, well done on 20 years of APAT. I met Des Duffy at APAT Event 1 at the Broadway. He asked to sit next to me to watch some of the final table. I should have said, sorry, I'm keeping it for a friend. Glad I never. There might be a compliment in there somewhere, Lee. There might be a compliment. Happy days. Steve's been around for season 1.
So Steve was watching the final table of Event 1. So can he remember the name of the winner?
Oh yeah,
that's the one.
Mr. Kinboshi.
Can he remember the name of the winner? Yeah,
that won't help him. Kinboshi won't help him, I don't think.
Late Rogers ended in the Players' Choice sat, so it is 10 entries, which means a little bit of value tonight. There were 6 left. There are now 5 because unfortunately we've just lost Colin. You might have seen it on the screen, who picked up his online ticket earlier on, but has fortunately just fallen a little bit short for the Players' Choice sat. Let's just give a quick shout out to the 5 that are remaining that are playing for this 140 ticket. So Sharkles 2000. Now again, new screen names for us, so we're gonna be playing the guessing game and going, oh, that sounds a bit familiar, it could be somebody or whatever, but anyway, so Sharkles is currently chip leader with about 47 bigs. Ship 593, VL09 Hog, who was lost the heads up against Colin in the other satellite. Taddy's Best and Payson 18 are the other players remaining. One of them's going to pick up a 140 seat. Again, good little bit of value in this tonight. So super value on Friday night, and when Vertigo won their seat, and we'll see who's going to win this night. For anyone that's playing these, say the token doesn't sit on your Sky account. We'll keep a record of when you win it, and you just need to let us know what event you want to play, and we sort it out from our side. No problem whatsoever. Any issues with any of these guys, feel free to reach out to us and have a conversation. You can talk to Sky customer service guys. They're brilliant as well, but they'll point you in our direction, because we'll be dealing with all of these, just because it's far easier for us to make sure we get you into the right tournament, because we'll be there organising them all. We're down to 4. Payson 18 has just bust and this is going to tick along quite nicely. I wouldn't have thought this will take too long. These are good little satellites on a Friday night and a Sunday night. Saying we're guaranteeing 140 ticket every night. So along with the weekly poker raffles APAT draws, well, that's 3 players' choice APAT seats you can win every single week. 2 with Sky Poker on a Friday and a Sunday, and 1 with poker raffles on a Monday night. Plenty of ways to get yourselves into an APAT event for this year, and as we've said, so much to choose from. You can start building these up for the worlds, and it can pretty much be become your world's bankroll if you hit these satellites between now and then. You could comfortably have yourself a tidy little world's bankroll to use. As we always say with these seats, if you're playing one of the bigger festivals and you've got 3 or 4 you've won along the way, we'll just merge them together for you, and if you want to use them for a couple of the bigger events, whatever, you can do that, no bother at all.
And as we said earlier on in stream, Lee, there's a tremendous amount of value overlays, some really interesting tournaments on offer on Sky Poker right now. So not a bad time to reactivate, not a bad time to join for the first time if necessary.
What I would say is, and satellites are pretty cool. I mean, especially I always think the APAT ones are a good value because it's very much full of the kind of the APAT community. I mean, it's interesting with satellites. I know there was been a bit of discussion in the past few weeks about the number of tickets that Dara Kearney has picked up for the Irish. I think he got to like 29 or something like that, which is incredible. Such a good player, phenomenal number of entries. But it does kind of beg the question a little bit, like, well, would you want to play those satellites when you've got like really, really good pro players that are just scooping up that number of tickets to an event that I don't know. Assuming he'll use them all one way or another. But I guess I'd rather. I think somebody put up the question and asked, well, would you want one Dara with 29 bullets at the tournament, or would you like one Dara plus 28 other players at your tournament? And looking at it from a tournament organizer's point of view and saying, well, actually, surely you'd want 29 players there all having a bullet that are then going to play some other stuff as well and add to the whole kind of event. It's an interesting conversation. Obviously, Dara's doing absolutely nothing wrong, and if you want to have any chance of kind of hitting those sorts of numbers, go buy his book and read it and study it and do the good things with it, because it's a super good read, and you'll pick up lots of useful tips. And he's not any sort of mind reader. He's just very good at what he does, and not doing anything wrong. But it does feel a little bit sad that other players miss out on maybe having a shot at a main event. Might be they're just one bullet, they just managed to get, because all the satellite tickets, not all of them. That's a bit harsh, but satellite tickets are getting hoovered up by some really good players that are doing just playing better and doing well. It'd be interesting to know what others' view is on it. Whether there should be some sort of cap on those kind of things for big festivals as to how many you can win and what you can do with them.
I think maybe we should get Dara on. It's been a while. It's been a while since we spoke to Dara. I think that would be a really interesting discussion, I have to say.
I'd love to. I'd love to get. So there's also a few people I'd like to get on during the year just to chat about the Vegas final. Really, really interested in getting people's views on a 27 runner tournament where pretty much the winner takes all, and it's huge. It's going to be sort of 10, somewhere between 10 and 12,000 kind of package all in, $10,000 bankroll plus flights and hotel and some expense money as well. So how would you go about playing that? It's different to laddering up and getting into the money, and all that. It's a winner take all thing. 27 runners. It'd be really interesting to know from those that really enjoy the kind of strategy side of the game and whatever, how the dynamics would change and how you would go about playing a tournament like that. So it'd be really good if we can get Adara and a few others on during the year to have a chat about what you would do. Be interesting to know whether anybody that wins an invite would look to go and get some sort of coaching before playing that event. Again, is that something? Let us know in the chat. Is it so? Say if you won an invite, would you, what would you do? Would you just rock up and just take your chances, or would you actually, would you go and actually do some prep, and a little bit of November 9 type style thing of, what would you do?
Have you heard it back, Lee? It's not the November 9, it's more of the August 9 now. The World Series of Poker, the main event.
Have they actually confirmed because they didn't say what they were going to do? I've not picked up.
Unless I've dreamt this recently, which I
no. They went so when they
break.
announced the schedule, they didn't confirm what it was going to be. They just said there was going to be a something. So have they since confirmed what that something is?
I believe so. I believe so, but
right.
I there are others out there in the chat box that I'm sure will confirm. But as I understand it, as I understand it, the Wednesday and Thursday of the WCOAP, the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's when it's going to be. So it's kind of it's in that week. It's right smack in the middle of it. Super exciting,
awkward, isn't it?
Well,
that is awkward.
It's a bit awkward, but it's also a bit exciting.
Will you be all right running that if Tom and I are back for the final over there? We'll be all right, yeah.
Well, that's going to be awkward for you both, isn't it? I mean, obviously, APAT takes precedence.
Yeah. Sorry, can't play the World Series main event final because we got an event in Manchester, right. and if we mess up this spreadsheet, the players will get really annoyed. So yeah.
We haven't messed up a spreadsheet in 20 years, Ty. We're not going to start now. Kai is out there. He says I'd rock up and take my chances. Think there is the danger of overthinking it. Just win all the chips. I think he's absolutely right. But it was interestingly, it brought to memory the discussion that we had with one of the early poker raffles winners who won a World Series of Poker package with us. I can't remember exactly what it was, maybe a $4,000 package, something like that. And we spoke to him straight after the draw. And the first thing he said to us was, "Oh no, I'm going to have to get a coach."
Felt that he needed
that,
felt that he would needed that if he was going to go and play something big. I guess it's what you think it is. I don't know what Amanda's doing. We'll have to see if we can get Amanda on before she heads out to Vegas and have a little chat with her as to whether she's put much preparation into it, whether she's she's always said she definitely was going to play the main event when she won the raffle prize. It'd be interesting to see what she would choose to do. Yeah. That is for sure. We're down to 4 in this satellite. Sharkles is still the chip leader, but there's not a huge amount between the 4 of them. It varies from 18 bigs up to 45 at the moment. So if any of you want to take ownership of any of these 4 remaining players and let us know you're playing, drop us a message in the chat so we know.
Do you know what we might do, Lee? We discussed this for the first time live in front of people to get everybody's Sky Poker aliases updated and stuff like that. Maybe we'll start a little thread where anybody who puts their Sky Poker alias into it, we'll give them some Poker Raffles credit for the upcoming Vegas draw. And I don't mean our Vegas 27. I mean the big one that we've got coming up shortly. I think that could be a good incentive to get everybody just put their information into one place. What do you think?
Yeah, cool. Yeah, no, that's not a problem. We can throw some tickets at that.
Kai says he's one of the 4. Lee, Kai is one of them.
Well, we just
got one of the guys in the gimp masks.
I think that's a wrestler.
That's a gimp mask, Lee. I'm familiar.
So he's either Sharkles 2007, Ship 593, VL09 Hog, or Taddy's Best.
I'm saying
you've got a 1 in 4. You've got a 1 in 4, Des.
Ship.
None of them make any sense to anything the Kai's had as names that I'm aware of in the past. So
no, cannot pick anything out of that. Perhaps he will tell us.
But good to see you playing, Kai. And say next weekend. So obviously we've got the main event that I've already mentioned, which is a multiple days. So you can play day one on the Friday night, the Saturday night, or early evening on the Sunday. Day two is then on the Sunday evening. But then we've also got a bunch of side events as well. There's a bounty event, there's a PLO event, and then there's a slightly bigger bounty event on the Sunday night as well. So plenty of stuff going on next weekend if you want to get involved.
Danny says, it's got to be that WWF gimp. So obviously Danny and I are somewhat on the same track here. Kai, however, is determined to drag this one out. He said, I'd have had this one already if my queens held. Yeah, can you remember whose queens failed?
Oh, it was Ship 593.
593. Ship! There we go.
I'm pretty sure it was Ship 593 who's it was against Sharkles, wasn't it? I think. Yeah, it was against Sharkles. Pocket fives with a 5 on the flop.
Listen, Steve updates with a bit of insight on the World Series of Poker. He said, after last year's issues with Poker Go, the main event final tabling getting a DDoS attack. Do you remember that, Lee? It did. It appears ESPN is going to cover the main event again.
Oh, there's a hand. There's quads.
What are we saying?
There's quads. Well, assuming it is Kai, there's quads for Kai.
Ha!
Yeah, moaned it in about his
Ship,
queens and then gets quads. Yeah.
Oh dear, oh dear.
And gets a caller as well. Yeah, nice. Yeah.
What would you call that? He had a full trawler, 4 sevens and 2 kings.
Had it all.
Had it all. Basically, he had a helicopter.
So the main event is back on, but it's back on
ESPN.
ESPN, I believe. Yeah. Which I think is good. I say I love what Poker Go do, and it's phenomenal for the poker, the poker crowd. However, if you want to try and get the game out to a bigger audience, you can't just be behind a paywall that reality is only poker players are going to pay for. It doesn't make any sense. You've got to be prepared to bite the bullet and just put that out there to a wider audience. And I guess with GG now owning the WSOP, they can turn around and do that really, and just go, well, yeah, that's a financially it just makes sense. I would always look to put it out on a platform. Anyone that'll take it wider field. I'd have it out on a Channel 4 or Channel 5 in the UK. Give them the coverage. They're always looking for slots to fill in. There's enough rubbish that gets put on the TV these days. I would certainly be looking to just get it out there and get as many eyes on it as possible and people to see it. The amount of people that used to pick up about poker from just catching late night poker or on a Friday night. Yeah, you're back from a pub or a club on a Friday or a Saturday night, and you stick the telly on at whatever hour in the morning, and there's some live poker on, isn't it? When's the last time you saw poker on terrestrial TV?
Oh, it doesn't happen now, Lee. It doesn't happen.
It's crazy. But you think what is on? It's just repeats and reruns of nonsense, isn't it?
I want to come in from the pub, half-oiled, switch on TV. I want to see poker on with a guy saying, "You called me with Queen High." For me, Lee, makes the weekend. What's not to love? Queen High, call me with Queen High.
Exactly
That's what I want to see.
Yeah, because unfortunately, a lot of the poker content now is there, but it's for poker players. Yeah, they go and find it, and that's it. It's not put in front of any other eyes, so it just seems such a shame.
Kai does confirm that Des is correct. So it is, in fact, Ship 593. He said, however, it is a luchador? Is it a luchador mask and not a gimp mask?
It'll be
we knew it wasn't
Mexican, isn't it?
Mask.
Mexican?
Yeah, Mexican wrestler, right?
Mexican? Yeah, that's what I want to say.
Mexicano. Danny says, Ship 593, defo him, plays 2 cards like a clown. We're back, Lee. We're back. When the chat is self-destructing, we know we're back.
Oh, you're okay. You've got England teammates. In Banter Central. That's all. That's all good.
Danny finishes
probably looking. I don't think they probably talk to each other all year, but once it gets builded to the world, all of a sudden they start getting chat. They start getting chatty. Yeah, they start getting chatty.
Danny says, "Come on, the non-gimps for the win."
Well, it's still Sharkle's 2007's to lose at the moment. Still the chip leader, but not a huge amount difference now on chip stacks between them and Kai. It's looking a bit grim for VL09 Hog, who lost the heads up to Colin in the other satellite, down to 6 bigs. What do you do here now, Des? Really, you still it's winner takes all. You can't. Yeah, at some point you just got to go right. Okay, let's jam it. I mean, Taddy's is the one I say it's a jam it into Taddy's big blind there. Going to make the call 10-9. Okay, I'm quite happy to be live and have hit. And holds.
Ooh.
There you go. You need a little bit of luck there, but 10-9 suited versus King 3 off is not really anything much between them. And say gets lucky. So VL09 Hog back up to 12 bigs now, and pretty much that's evens with Taddy's best, and it's the other two with most of the chips on the left hand side of the screen.
Lee, I don't know if you noticed it, but when I put a promotional post out for this APAT stream tonight, I did say, and players, put your good and bad plays in the chat box for some expert feedback. I think we're giving expert feedback at the moment. Would you agree?
I mean, to be fair, I'm worn out because I've been coaching all weekend. Chris Bean has been on the WhatsApp with me. I've just been, talking him through the obviously my 8-game experience is pretty phenomenal. I've seen a lot of it, obviously because we do so many 8 games with APAT.
It's just remarkable. Chris Bean
Tom said to me for the Worlds. I haven't checked the Worlds schedule, but Tom said to me we were doing something more than just the an 8-game at the Worlds. I mean, I must admit,
more than an 8-game, Lee. More.
I think he sent me the schedule to approve, and I just went, yeah, whatever, Tom. I mean, I just went along with it. I didn't really ask him. Let me see whether he's loaded it up on the. Oh, he has loaded it up. He told me there was going to be a player's choice. Yes, there is. There's a 10-game.
10-game
at the
choice.
World.
Lovely.
I don't know whether it's players' choice. I think it's players' championship. So there's a 10-game. Yeah. In fact, it might. I know there's a 10-game and there's an that's an 8 max. I know there's an 8-game as well. So there's a 10-game and an 8-game. So yeah, the 10-game is going to be the 10-game is going to be the players' championship. I mean that main events are great and all that kind of thing, but that is going to be the one to want to win. Obviously, Chris Bean is going to have one serious card protector for that one. He'll rock up in Manchester with his he's got a little bit of bling. That'll be his card protector for
that. He's got all of that stuff
for Manchester. He's got all to choose from, isn't he? To be honest, and he's got great choice of shirts as well.
Dear, oh dear. Listen, Wayne Parker's just popped into the chat.
Ace King versus Ace 3, just quickly. Ace King versus Ace 3. 3 on the river for VL.
Wow.
Well, when you need it, that's how to get it. So all of a sudden has gone from 6 big blinds up to 23 and is now, pretty much evens really between Kai, Sharkles and VL Hog. And it is now Taddy's best, who is the short stack with 13 bigs though. So this has got a little bit of play to go in it.
Loads of play. Wayne Parker, Lee, I was trying to tell you, he's jumped into the chat. Right, I reckon he's literally just hit the stream as you were looking at that spreadsheet. He knew you were looking at the spreadsheet. He said, "Is Raz back at the Worlds?"
Oh, is Raz back at the Worlds?
I don't think.
Not being funny. Bear with me. Tom needs to put a bigger font on this list. Honestly, my eyesight's going. I'm not sure which one. It
Raz
is.
is a great game lead. Needs to come back.
Can I see Raz on the list? No. So there's the mixed game. So there's a mixed triple draw low. There's a mixed game limit. There's an 8-game. There's a 10-game. And there's a torse. So there's not standalone Raz. I think the problem is I think Raz is included in a couple of the other games. So what Tom always tries to do, he tries to make sure everything's included somewhere to try to have, and what that normally means is it's normally easier to have some of the kind of the mixed variants where there's 3 games or 5 games or 8 games, and to just have a standalone variant, it's a bit tricky to do just with everything we've got in the schedule. And of course, you've still got to ensure that every single day there's at least one kind of no limit hold'em, which isn't a main event as well, because sometimes people can't play that. So you've got to always make sure there's, I mean, I would struggle to play any of the mixed games. I mean, Tom keeps telling me I should really learn, and because it might get me back in love with poker a little bit more from a playing point of view, because it's something a little bit different. And have you ever sat watching any of our 8 games and everyone's not actually enjoyed, well, apart from Simon Brooke, who obviously always loving it, miserable,
always loving it.
But no, everyone always seems to love the mixed games. Really just happy, and it's a really nice crowd of players that enjoy it and play it. So maybe it's one to delve into. I think that's what Tom will be playing out in Vegas this summer. That's for sure.
Kai asks, "Is there a PLO8?" Pretty sure it's got to be a PLO8, right?
No, I don't think there is. I think there's a PLO, but I don't think there's a PLO8.
I'm sure I've seen this spreadsheet, but
no,
really?
There's a PLO. There's a PLO, and there's a round of each no limit hold'em and PLO, but there wasn't room to fit in a PLO. The problem is, although we've moved it to a Tuesday, because obviously it's not on a bank holiday anymore, so it's running Tuesday to a Sunday, but it does make it a bit more tricky because that's an extra kind of midweek day, and trying to fit everything in across the schedule, but no, there's no PLO 8. But I'm going to get some PLO 8 in on the online stuff, so we'll mix up those side events for the championship weekends. So this weekend coming is going to be PLO and then mystery bounties. But we'll get some PLO. There's actually a regular PLO 8 game online on Sky in the UK and Ireland schedule that runs every night. There's one at 5:30, which just is a £2 buy-in, but there is another one at 7:15, which is a bounty hunter. That's £5 entry, £200 guarantee.
Very nice. Kai is saying here, Lee, he's not that disappointed because he will remain world PLO 8 champion for at least
absolutely.
another year.
Yeah. That's the way to look at it. So we lost Taddy's best in 4th, which means there are now 3 remaining, and the difference between stacks is pretty much 24 bigs to 32 bigs between the 3 of them. So not a huge amount in it as to who's going to do it. And say that's average stack of about 28 bigs. So still plenty of play in this at the moment.
Danny says, "Join the club, Kai. Anything I win gets discounted the following year too." We've been trying to shake Danny for a while now, Lee. Just can't. He's like a limpet.
He's really lucky we're still running the World Team Championships, to be honest. We did think about it.
Actually, we have to get Danny on some night as well. We need to get some of these people on.
Do we have
the
to?
stream.
Do we have to get Danny?
I'd love to have
on?
Danny. I would. Maybe after the Champions League and the Premier League is finished.
No. Can we get him on before it?
Do you reckon?
I'm not because they're going to win. They're going to win the Premier League, right? They could win the champion. I'm not getting him on after that.
Barcelona, I tell you, Barcelona look. They look to be in.
To be honest, he'll be bad enough when they win the Premier League.
Yeah, but they deserve it, Lee. They deserve it.
Yeah, well, no, I agree they do. But I agree they do. But whilst they still might slip, let's get him on early. Yeah, when they still haven't won it.
There's still some doubt.
So there's still a bit of jeopardy in it. Yeah, because if we get him on afterwards,
Danny, are you free next week at all? We can talk about the Carling Cup final. Is it the Milk Cup final still?
The
Lee?
Carling,
what is
the
it?
Rumbelows Cup. The Rumbelows Cup.
The Rumbelows Cup.
Are you going to work through the ball? Come on, can you work through the ball? So Milk Cup was back in the. Then it went to Rumbelows Cup.
Do you remember the red and white ball, Lee?
It's
been the red and white ball.
Yeah, it's been the Coca-Cola Cup.
Yeah,
hasn't it?
Yeah.
What else has it been?
Did Ladbrokes have a piece of it at some point?
No, they used to sponsor the FA Cup, didn't they? But What else? To be fair, it's been the Carabao Cup for a good while now, isn't it? What was it before the? What was
Does
it before the
anybody know
Carabao
what
Cup?
Carabao is? Does anybody actually?
Yeah,
know
it's an
that
it's an
stuff?
energy drink. It's an
Yeah, but
energy
does
drink.
anybody buy it?
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
It's an energy drink, and they now do beer.
Why the hell are they spending their money here? I mean, nobody's heard of this stuff.
Make that make sense. What was it before the Carabao Cup? Was it the Coca-Cola Cup before then? No, something else before then, wasn't it?
I mean, Lee, I couldn't.
There's something in the
work
middle
it
there. Well, hang on, wasn't there an insurance company in, or is that did they sponsor the league? Ensley used to sponsor. Was that the Football League? That was the Football League.
That was the
wasn't it,
Football
actually,
League.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm sure the League Cup was sponsored by somebody in between the Coca-Cola and the Carabao.
Did it do a Chelsea at all? Did it go for a couple of years unsponsored?
Oh, it was Carling. It was Carling Cup at one point, wasn't
Didn't
it?
I say Carling Cup?
Did you say Carling? You said rum.
I
No,
said-
you Milk Cup. You definitely said Milk Cup. You
I
might
think
have
I
said Carling
as well. Carling might have been the
you might have
first
said
one.
Carling.
Definitely the Milk
No,
Cup. I
no,
love it as
what-
the Milk Cup.
No, it was after the Milk Cup. It was Rumbelows Cup was definitely before Carling. Definitely.
Listen, Danny's come back. He said Easter is next week with the family. But the following week leading up to the ECOAP would be fine. I think it'd be great. And Kai is saying, get me on as well. Lee, there's like open goals there, right? We can just get the two lads on. Honestly, you and I can almost say nothing.
I'll take the night off.
We just
I'll
let
take the
them
night
loose.
off. Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Just think of the
I will
numbers
take
in the chat.
Well, no, that's good because to be fair, next week is obviously the online championship weekend. Then the weekend after that is Newcastle. But we'll do an APAT. We'll be doing an APAT show as normal online. So yeah, one of those 2 weeks, either the Newcastle weekend or the Walsall weekend, will be perfect to get if the guys want to come on. Yeah. Awesome, we'll make that happen.
Kyle probably be going to Newcastle, Lee. That's right by where he lives.
That's near Blackpool, isn't it? Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
it's in the north of England, Lee. It's all
north of England. Yeah,
just
yeah.
north of the
yeah.
wall, Lee. It's the same thing, same postcode generally. He'll probably just pop in.
He could very soon have a £140 ticket to use for any of those destinations because they are heads up. We've lost Sharkles. We've lost Sharkles in third place, and it is now Ship versus Hog with nearly a 2-1 chip lead for Kai. But good luck to both players. I mean, Kai, love you to bits, man. But I there's just something in me which would hate to see VL09 Hog bubble both of the satellites tonight. That would be pretty brutal. So I may just be rooting for the underdog here, chip wise. But good luck to both of you. But yeah, it'd be a bit brutal if VL09 Hog ended up missing out on both. Colin McGrain won the £40 online ticket, and one of these two is now going to walk away with a £140 Players' Choice ticket for any event you like in 2026. Entirely up to you what you want to do. It also includes a VIP experience with Tom. He'll take you out for brunch and have a Q&A session with you and sign a little bit of merchandise. Yeah, I mean, really, really good. All of that may or may not happen, depending on Tom. So probably not. But yeah, it's good. I mean, these are great tickets because you could say there's so many players, number of players have rolled tickets forward from last year. And hey, things are going up. All the costs are going up. Yeah, we've kept our 140 at 140 for a second year, trying to keep the value for players, which means to say anyone that's won poker raffles tickets or any added value from last year and hadn't used them up, then we'll be carrying them forward for this year. And hey, if you can't find an event to pop to in 2026,
look at that.
You're really not trying. That is for sure.
Just look at
if you
that.
can't do that. I have a feeling Blackpool in October could be an absolute blast. Of a weekend. I really do think will be a cracking weekend in October. Just out the kind of the summer season. Perfect one to go to.
Like that very, very much. Wayne is saying he'll come on, Lee, if we can stick to yes or no answers. If you can get away with that, he's in. I'm not sure a yes or no answer would cover the 2019, 2021 World Team Championship final table.
Probably not.
Yes or no isn't going to cut it there, but we could do the whole show just on that.
To be fair, Wayne, whenever Wayne's playing live events, if I walk up to him at a table with a microphone, he just gives me those go away eyes. Des, you know the ones. Yeah. Not really keen on wanting to talk at the table with me. But yeah, huge fan of Wayne. And obviously, yeah, just he's I'm trying to think when did Wayne let us know, when did you start playing APAT? Because I've in my head I'm thinking you were must have been one of the early.
I think Wayne was there in season 1. I seem to remember.
Yeah,
Wayne
I think so.
having a great online season with us. I think he did very, very well in season 1 from memory, which was on Stars way back then.
Yeah. And of course, he's also been a gun for hire in team events.
Oh yes.
I think I think must have the record for team event.
Wayne has said the very first game
where the wins or count back. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Very first game.
Oh, really? What first live event?
Yeah.
So was it at the Broadway with when Steve was there and Dan Phillips won it?
And I'm pretty damn sure he was playing online right at the start. And I remember that season Wayne was going for the rankings, or he was kind of high up there. And another guy who was an American player who was high up there, played with us throughout the entire season, won a few medals, went on to win the London EPT like 2 seasons later for £800,000. That was quite the thing.
Awesome. Well, Kai is putting his foot to the floor here. He's obviously got work tomorrow. He's not messing about, and has now got nearly a 4-1 chip lead. Let's see if he can bring this home.
So Wayne is saying he finished second in the first online event, and he won the event in week 2. And if I remember correctly, if Wayne finished second in the first week, Jeff Keddy, who you might not remember, Lee.
No, I recognise the name. Recognise the name. Yeah, definitely.
Third.
Yeah.
He took the bronze in that first week, and he claims to have been the first APAT player to ever win a medal, which theoretically is probably accurate.
I think I came across APAT would have been the Luton event in season 1, which I think was probably maybe a third or fourth. I think you'd already done Birmingham, Dublin, and maybe Scotland by then. I think probably because Phil Starr won that one, didn't he? So
yeah, we did Newcastle as well.
So maybe Luton was about the 5th event, and I came across the advert in one of the poker mags, and saw it and was like, okay, here we go, A7 versus A7. Well, that's going to be chopped up. So that's how I kind of. I mean, crazy to think. I mean, nobody wouldn't be a thing anymore because the poker mags are no longer in existence. But obviously, there's still ways in which people come across APAT and for the first time, even 20 years in. There's still people that have been playing poker for a long time and kind of not been aware of us. But yeah, that's how I kind of came across, which would have been a little bit. So I missed probably the first 4 or 5 events, and then pretty much been around in some form or another ever since, really.
Although I'm pretty sure we've never spent as much as a penny in marketing.
Oh, that's gutting.
What's happened?
That's gutting. They both flopped the flush.
Oh, wow.
With 3 clubs on the board, and Kai had the ace of clubs.
Congrats.
Up against VL09 Hogs, Queen High flush. There you go. Congratulations to you, Kai. You have picked yourself up a £140 APAT Players' Choice seat for 2026. Must be used in the next 5 days. Terms and conditions apply. The value can go up and go down on your investment. Congratulations.
Ship it, he said. Ship it.
Use it at ship it 593. That's what I say. Ship it 593. You can use it for any event you like. You'll be added to our list, Kai, and just let Tom know. I mean, to be honest, you can use it towards your team event entry for the Worlds if you want to. Entirely up to you. Congratulations. Well done.
Oh, sweet as a nut. Just to clean up some of the chat box stuff, Lee. First of all, Kai, lucky guy. He says, Easter Halls, no work tomorrow.
Oh, of course, yes, it is easy. Yeah, brilliant.
Absolutely love that. That's great. Would absolutely love if that was my tomorrow. Wayne says, no, it was the first online game. Didn't get through the ballot for Birmingham. So many.
Of course,
many
it would have been
tried.
Clickfest time, wouldn't it?
Many
Yeah, of
tried.
course it would have been.
Many failed. Simon says, who was the player who won the EPT? Do you know? I can't think of his name off the top of my head. He won a couple of medals. I remember we did an interview with him and everything for the site back then, which is probably somewhere. Long before he won the EPT. He won the EPT like a year after his great season with us. Can't think of his name though. It will come back to me. Kai, of course, says Ship and the Luchadors for the win. And cheers, lads. So yeah, thanks to Kai. Thanks to everybody who's tuned in for the return of the APAT show tonight. We'll be back every Sunday night where possible to follow the online sats. And of course, really looking forward to that first online championship event. Anything to add, Lee, before we turn this baby off?
No, I think that's it. Don't forget this week, you can you say you could be able to play satellites to build up for next weekend. Day ones for the main event are Friday night and Saturday night, plus Sunday early evening. £40 buy-in to the main event. Now, I should say there is a £5,000 guarantee on that main event for next weekend. So, as well as APAT medals up for grabs, and obviously a great structure and good event to play and a good community to play with. There is a £5,000 guarantee on that main event. So Vegas 27 live final invite for the winner, medals for the top three, $5,000 in the prize pool. It's £40 entry, 3 day ones, and there's a bunch of satellites to get yourselves in on the cheap. We've built it, we put it out there, so please do your bit and come along and play and share the info into any of your groups and communities, and any contacts you've got out there. Let them know it's happening, because it's we really want to get these APAT championship weekends kicking again, and it's great fun, and we're looking forward to this time next week talking about who our next Vegas 27 live final qualifier is going to be. 2 already done. Trung Nguyen won in London. Colin Fox won in Ireland. And the next 2 are going to be online winners. It'll be the main event winner this time next Sunday. And then on April the 6th, on a Monday night, we've got a free roll. Who doesn't love a free roll? Well, it's going to be a free roll with a bunch of added value tickets in there for Sky events. Plus, the winner is going to get a Vegas 27 invite to the final in Manchester in November. So loads in the next week to get involved with, guys. So please do support, do get involved, and can't wait for this time next week, guys.
Amazing. Thank you, Lee. Thanks, everyone, for joining. If we don't see you tomorrow night, 9 p.m. for the Poker Raffles draw, hopefully we'll see you back playing next